She called the police on me for standing on my own porch, screaming that I had a weapon and was threatening her son. She had a smug look on her face as the sirens got closer, thinking she was about to ruin my life. What she didn't know was that she had just called my subordinates to arrest their own boss. I'm the chief of police, and this HOA Karen was about to have the worst day of her life. It started when I went to my private cabin for a quiet weekend. I just wanted to fish and read. Instead, I found a teenager setting up a massive sound system on my lawn. When I confronted him, he laughed in my face and said, "My mom is the HOA president. She designated this cabin as a community mixed-use space for the weekend. So hop to it, Pops." I kicked him off the property, but that just summoned the final boss. Karen Doyle arrived in her white SUV, looking like she was ready to invade a small country. She marched up my driveway and told me she was fining me $2,000 for obstructing a sanctioned youth event. I told her this was private property, deeded to me, and that HOA bylaws don't override state law. She didn't care. She told me she was the law in this neighborhood. When I refused to move my truck so they could set up a kegger, she pulled out her phone. She dialed 911 right in front of me and lied. She told the operator there was a belligerent man with a gun threatening children. I just crossed my arms and waited. 12 minutes later, 2 cruisers rolled up. I recognized the deputies immediately. I'd trained one of them. Karen ran up to them, playing the victim, crying fake tears about how terrified she was. The deputy took notes, looked at the beer cans her underage son was hiding, and then looked at me, leaning on the railing. His eyes went wide. He dropped his pen and said, "Chief, what are you doing here?" Karen froze. The color drained from her face faster than you can imagine. She stammered, "Chief, no, he's lying. He's just a resident." I walked down the steps and said, "Deputy, this woman filed a false report, is trespassing and is facilitating underage drinking. Would you like to handle this, or shall I?" The look of pure horror on her face was priceless. But what happened next, involving a spray paint can and a felony arrest, was even better. Subscribe for more justice, and click the link in the description to hear the full story of how I took down the HOA president.